Hey guys, welcome back to Stovepipe TV. I'm Luke.
I'm Adam, and today we built a PCC.
Well, you built a PCC.
I built a PCC. All right, so instead of going over each and every build or each and every part that we normally do out here, we've already got some footage of that, so we're going to cut to that right now. So let's start with what you guys do know. If you saw the last video, you know that we've got the Jackal lower with the JMac. You know, nothing crazy. But fun fact, we're not using this lower. We just needed the stock. And that box out of the way. It was cheaper to buy the lower with the stock than it was to buy just the stock. So the real lower that's getting used. You guys ready for this? Boom. H&R Colt style magazine lower. It's pretty much stripped. It does have the mag release and the bolt catch in it, but other than that, that's it. So now you may be wondering, Colt lower, the JMac stock, what upper is getting used? And this is what I've been waiting on the longest. It took it wasn't this company's fault. It was FedEx that was being mad goofy and wouldn't bring me my stuff. So, but Matador Arms, this is the full size, the 8-inch upper, bufferless. So there's the main components. I'm gonna set this upper out of the way. And as you know, we got our Colt mags and the parts for the lower. We got a Midwest Industries polymer trigger guard. Radian Talon, not the ambidextrous, because we don't support left-hand shooting around here. That's a shout at cameraman, so get bent. Guys with takedown pins, Magpul grip, Timony trigger. There's a K&S Precision buffer tube to pick rail adapter. Yeah, Flip Force sling. There's a bunch of parts from HB Industries. Tri-lug. This is their extended charging handle or lock and block. I guess another big thing too, the Obsidian 45 came in before I had all the parts to finish the build, which was crazy. That is the WDR like silicon carbide. What are those? The rail covers. Just the Expo Arms like finger stop, hand stop. And then the other thing that I've been waiting on for a while, just because it was expensive, MRO HD. Geisley MRO mount. That's a JMac cheek riser. But other than that, I believe we have everything. I do have a QD point that I'm gonna put for this, but other than that, that's it. Let's get this thing built. All right, so that's it built. I ran into a few issues, but we're gonna talk about that more at the range. But that is it. So now that you've seen
What all went into this?
yes, let's talk about. Well, let's give them the bad news first.
Yeah, there will be no shooting footage of this in this video.
Correct. So
There may have been something happen.
there was a rapid emptying of the magazine
That was unintended by the user.
and no control over.
Correct.
And it didn't stop until the magazine was empty. So
Yeah.
That happened twice.
yeah, because
Mhm.
I thought the first time the trigger may have just been loose, but that was not the issue. But anyway, so let's
What is it?
okay. So this is a Matador Arms upper. This is the 8-inch barreled upper with a H&R lower, Colt magazine style lower. So let's start off with the issues that I've already run into.
Mm-hmm.
So I originally had a Timony PCC trigger to drop in this thing, as you guys saw in the parts build breakdown. But the Timony trigger was striking the lower receiver before it would hit the firing pin. So it wouldn't detonate, it wouldn't shoot the round or
Right.
nothing.
Which the Timney trigger is designed for AR9s.
AR9 and AR9 bolt. I think
Yeah.
I'm assuming the bolt in this maybe
it's
is a
just
bit shorter
it's
or
just
something.
a little bit.
Well, it could be the upper or it could be the Colt lower.
It could, yeah,
Or the H&R lower.
right.
But anyway, so that was the first issue. So then I discovered that a standard AR-15 hammer and trigger pack would work. So I dropped this is a Rise Armament 140 in here. Now the issue we're having with this now is that I think there's not enough mass coming back.
It's either that or the actual bolt is a little too short to actually push the hammer all the way down
Correct.
to the disconnector reliably.
Yeah,
Because it does it every once in a while.
yeah.
But then every once in a while,
We get
that target should not have that many holes in it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they can. Hang on, bro.
Yeah. So how are y'all doing today? I had my appendix almost explode on me on Thursday, so I had to get that taken out. So now I got some holes in me. Doing great. Recovering real good. I'm out here on light duty today, as you see. I got my Crocs on, my battle Crocs.
Not even in sport mode either.
Yeah,
It's
nah, I'm
everything.
chilling.
Okay,
I'm
so
on today.
You let them know your
Yeah.
BBL surgery went
Yeah,
well.
BBL went well.
Okay, so this is my final zero, but as you could tell, I mean, I will say I think I had a pretty good control. I
Yeah.
will say, but yeah, this was, yeah. So, that's why we're not shooting this today. We'll just leave it at that. So, the trigger, I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna have to take this to a gunsmith and let them find me a trigger that's gonna reliably work in this,
Yeah.
or maybe it's the upper. Maybe something's wrong with the upper.
Could be. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's above your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
Above any of our
I
wheelhouse.
just don't have enough money to drop to buy 5 or 6 $200 triggers
Yep.
to figure out which one's gonna work. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
There's gonna be a follow-up video.
Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty short part one that we can.
Yeah. Another thing that I've run into, so we've got the HB Industries locking block in here, and I also had their charging handle, but their charging handle was binding in this rail. You can see that there's marks there, all these marks. That's from the HB Industries charging handle. So I don't know if something's wrong with if this is too tight or something's wrong. I don't know.
You had trouble disassembling it.
Yeah, this thing, when I got this thing also, it was very tight. Like everything was just very tight, and I was assuming that's part of the break-in process. Maybe things would lighten
Mhm.
up.
Self clearance.
So I'm gonna leave this thing alone. It's probably going to a gunsmith today, and I'm gonna let him work his magic on it. He's a great guy. He's our local FFL. He's the guy I get all my suppressors through and stuff like that. So he does good work, and we ought to get him on a video one day.
Hopefully, yeah, it'd be cool.
That man's a menace.
He is.
So
But talk about the tech that you use to,
okay. So
because I think
I think
that's worth letting people know
I
about.
think I spoke about it in the
Oh, okay.
in the build, but if not, or you're gonna get it again. If you guys are looking for a JMac stock, buy the Jackal lower. You can get a Blim lower with the JMac on it, and it's cheaper, significantly cheaper, like
Significantly.
$200 cheaper to get the JMac stock with the
With
Jackal
the
lower.
folding adapter, everything
Yeah.
that you need, minus the
Yeah.
the Picatinny.
Which the KNS adapter, I'm also a bit upset about because I don't know if you guys
think
can
we
see
can.
that.
I think we can finagle something there. I had an idea that I hadn't told you yet, but we'll see if
okay.
we can figure that
Well,
out.
I'm also very interested in maybe just changing this out to the Strike Industries. just because the Strike Industry one is a little bit longer.
Does it
and
have
this,
does it have a flint? And yeah, and this is a pretty short length
Yeah,
pull overall.
yeah.
Like I was noticing that whenever we were,
Yeah.
you know, letting that target have it.
yeah. So anyway, sorry about there's no footage, no shooting footage. But
Hog cranking.
I hope he watches out for those grass clippings.
Yeah. Be a bad day for him.
But
yeah, I mean, we wanted this to be like a full breakdown, but with the issues that we were having,
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
we
not
need to do
safe,
some more.
and it's not YouTube compliant.
Exactly, and
But it looks sick.
it
Does
does.
look sick.
We promised we promised the video coming out, so it's got to come out regardless.
Yeah.
So
It'll work at some point.
Yeah. It's got it's kind of like putting lipstick on a pig. I mean, that's crazy.
that is insane.
All right, so
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we can just call it there. This isn't gonna be a long video, but it at least gives.
all right, well, we're gonna wrap this up, and hopefully we'll get this fixed, and you guys will
follow-ups on
see it come out later. So
Bye bye.
bye bye. All right, so I know that we said that was the end of the video, but we decided to kind of tinker around with it. We tried a couple different trigger packs, was trying to see what we could get to work and what not. By the way, a Timney trigger will not work with this upper at all.
Yep.
Even a Glock lower, Glock mags, it will not work. And in the process of trying triggers, had a little
Hand grenade.
yeah.
An out of battery detonation.
I mean, it bent the receiver, dropped the mag.
Adam did a hole check. He's good.
Yeah, no hole check. I got a little powder burn on my hand, but not that big of a deal. So I don't know. We're contact Matador Arms.
Yeah.
See what we
RMA
can get
request.
done.
Whenever you were taking it down the first time, it was way rougher than other videos.
Yeah.
You were watching.
What do you mean?
Like when you were taking.
Oh yeah. The way this thing breaks down is you take this little this slides into here, boop,
And that
and
locks
then
it into.
that locks it into place. But this thing is extremely hard to get out. So I don't know.
Out of spec, possibly.
I mean, like I said, I've got an HP Industries charging block in here, and I mean, look how you see how loose that is, and it'll cause it to bind. I mean, I'm having issues with this was even before I changed the charging block. I was having issues with it rubbing. So I don't know if maybe I just got a bad upper. I don't know.
But we'll keep you updated on what happens with that.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
See what they say.
Well, so this really is the end of the video now.
Yeah.
So we didn't just clickbait the title, I promise. So, adios, amigos.
Goodbye.